Welcome to Just Koryzma, episode 8. I'm your host, Brady Koryzma, and alongside me today is Brody Low. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How about you?
Pretty good. What's new? Anything exciting?
Just like in life, or I don't know. Just
Doesn't matter. You're going to school, right? You're
music school. Yeah, I'm thinking about going to music school.
So, what does that do? Why did you choose music school?
Well, as you know, the whole DJ thing has just kind of been. I've always loved music, and I just thought of I want to try to find a way to make money doing that, and doing it as a career, and it's not super easy to make money in the music industry at all, and it's actually one of the hardest and the most unstable. And so I thought, being a DJ is cool and producer is cool, but what if I don't get world famous, I don't go on tour and this, that, and the other. I still want to make money doing something involving audio or music. So
okay.
I was thinking music school, and there's an audio engineering program which kind of sets you up to do other jobs in music that's not just, DJing. So
okay.
You could be sound tech for big arena shows and stuff like that. There's all sorts of music related careers, actually, is what I've been discovering. So I was thinking about school for that.
Is there a couple careers that you've been looking at more than others?
Yeah, the course I was taking specializes in live sound.
Okay.
And it's kind of live sound was basically what, music festivals, the guy that runs all the stages and sets everything up and is the audio guy, basically. I'd be going to venues and doing the sound for shows, kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
So I'm still involved in it,
Yeah.
Might not necessarily be performing, but still involved.
I mean, it'll help. Say you get on with Shambhala or any of those big you might be able to meet some big people.
Yeah, networking.
Yeah, exactly, right.
So
that's pretty cool. You like to DJ, so tell me about how you got into DJing.
Oh god, okay, we're going way back.
Way back, eh?
It actually, my older brother Dylan is what started this whole thing, and I can thank him for it. I used to hate electronic music. I did not like it. He would be playing it when I was younger, and I was just this is stupid. There's no words. I don't like this.
Right.
Yeah. Because I used to be, my background actually, it was a strict, believe it or not, I love metal.
Oh really?
Yeah,
okay,
total
cool.
metalhead. I still do. I still love metal. But I only listened to that, basically. And then I guess I was 16, and my older brother was like, oh, do you want to come to a concert with me? It was a Deadmau5 concert.
Oh, cool.
And this was back in 2011. So quite a while ago now. And I was like, okay, because by that time I had some of songs. I liked Deadmau5, basically. It was all I knew, really. So I liked him. So I was like, sure, let's go to a concert. And I'd never been to a concert. So I was 16 and was like, yeah, let's go. And then we went to Vancouver, and I went and saw him do his thing live, and then I was just like, this is awesome. It was so just visually and I don't know, I just was cool, I want to do this,
right.
I'm gonna learn how to do this.
That's awesome.
So then and at the time though, I was still in high school, and I was pretty serious with motocross racing. So then I kind of didn't pursue DJing well, I mean, I guess I did. Yeah, I started right after I got back from the concert. I bought tickets to Skrillex and a couple other concerts. Yeah, I went to 4 or 5 concerts right after that. It was just I love this music.
So you just got hooked, eh?
Hooked instantly. And then while I was doing that, I was just doing research, looking how to get into it.
Right.
Kind of thing. So I, got, saved up some money and bought a DJ controller, basically, a laptop controls it kind of thing. Yeah. And then for my grad present from high school, my parents bought me a MacBook Pro, and
nice.
I needed a good computer.
Yeah.
So and I bought headphones, and I just kind of honestly, I taught myself how to DJ from YouTube tutorials, and
nice.
Just sitting in my bedroom, practicing until I figured it out. It was kind of
that's awesome.
Trial and error. Took me a little while, and then I guess when was it? So I got my first actual booking to play a show outside my bedroom,
right? Which
was in January of 2013. So basically, I spent about a year practicing at my home and just kind of learning things,
right?
And,
yeah,
figuring it out, sort of thing. And then I played my first show, I guess you could call it, which was here in Nanaimo in 2013 at like some warehouse. It was like an underground kind of warehouse party.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was fun though. And yeah, because that was still like before electronic music had like
Really
kind of
taken
blown
off. Yeah.
off. It was just about to. It was early 2013, so it was like just kind of breaking into the mainstream. And then I started playing parties in 2013, just basically around here, just random like raves and like more of the underground parties. I played a few house parties back in Port McNeill kind of before, and like, but never anything like that. And then
Okay.
so then from there, I don't know, I just sort of started spiraling. You know, I moved down here for a bit, and then I turned 18, and I actually played my first club show before I was even of age. I played a few club shows when I was still 18.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had to get my parents to sign a paper, like a waiver or something, saying that I could go. And I played at Spice Lounge before it was Concept.
Oh yeah, okay.
Back when I was 18, and I played at Level 2 also back then.
Yeah.
And I played at where the Dab Bar is here now. There used to be a thing called like the Globe.
Oh yeah,
it was
okay.
like an underground electronic music sort of thing. So I played there. Basically just around here, and then continued just playing raves as raves became popular, and then I stopped playing for a while, and I went back home up to Port McNeill and decided like, oh, I don't know if this is for me kind of thing, and then worked for a bit, did the whole like regular guy life, and was like, nope, it's not for me. Quit my job and moved right back down here. And then as soon as I moved down here, I played a couple shows at Concept. That was right when Concept started, and then I played at Level 2, and then both of them at the same time offered me, they're like, okay, which one of us do you want to work for, basically? Like,
Okay.
you can come, and like they basically wanted to hire me at either of them. So I had already friends with Justin and like other people at Level 2, so I decided, okay, I'll go Level 2. So then that's how it started, and every weekend since.
Every weekend.
Pretty much.
Then going into like performing each night, do you get nervous at all, or do you just
Extremely,
yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't really go away. It like kind of does a little bit now, but and actually it's what like I'll admit it, I had a substance abuse problem, and it was alcohol for
Right.
sure. I have a problem with alcohol, and it's because I would drink, like I couldn't DJ sober. Absolutely
Because
not.
you got too
I got
nervous.
too nervous, so I would have to drink to take the edge off, and I would do it all the time, and it would get out of hand sometimes, and
Right.
you know, I would go way too far. I've had nights where I don't even remember DJing. I was too drunk to remember anything, but I've got that under control now. I've gone sober.
Nice.
So I don't drink or do anything anymore.
That's awesome, man.
It's boring. But
Yeah,
it's fun.
But I mean,
it's-
like, you know, you probably feel better.
I do feel better, but yeah, the nervousness, it's still there. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, playing for a few hundred people or playing for 10 people.
Right.
For some reason, it just doesn't quite go away. I don't know. I'm a shy person, and I don't like people looking at me.
That's fair.
But I'm in the wrong profession for that, I guess.
But I mean, you seem to overcome it. So
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Once you,
so
get
do,
in
you,
the-
do you get yourself like hyped now? Play some good tunes, or
Yeah, but basically once I start, it's the first 10 minutes is what's nerve-wracking kind of.
Okay.
Once I like get into a groove,
yeah,
then I'm fine. You know, I kind of drown out everyone else, stop worrying about the people, and then focus on what I'm doing, and then
Right.
I'm like, okay, nervousness goes away, then I start jamming and having fun, and yeah.
that's good.
So it's good. It's a love-hate thing, but
It's a
the love
love-hate.
overpowers the hate.
That's
so-
good.
Yeah.
So then, now that you're done the DJing, you're enjoying it, you're going to school to learn to create music and just work in that industry, you produce some of your own music.
Yeah, I just started about basically September or October last year. October. So however long that's been, 8 months or 9 or
Something like that.
something like that. Either way, yeah, I just finally made the jump to start actually making music, because I got tired of being just a DJ and was like, I want to actually show my I wanted to get the thoughts in my head and get
Yeah.
them out of my head and into like music, basically.
Right.
I'd always like have all these thoughts, and like I would think of things, or like I'd sing something, or like have these drum beats going on, and I just was like, I need to learn how to get this
Right.
out to people. So it's been really nice to be able to finally do that. And basically, I just I got surgery in October, so I had a big break from work.
Okay, yeah.
So I took the whole time, and I pretty much sat there for 8 hours, 9 hours a day in front of my laptop and just like locked myself away and just learned how to make music in the last. It didn't really take. I learned faster than I thought I was gonna. Cause
that's good.
But, I mean, I'm not pro by any means, but like I can make things now. So and I spent that time, that 5 months kind of off work, just every day trying to make music.
That's cool. That's awesome.
So it's turning out okay so far. So.
So then, when it comes to like producing the music, how do you start a song? Like, do you start with like? Is there are you start thinking about and then you get like a certain like drum beat, or is it like you get like a certain snare, or do you just kind of throw some stuff together?
It really varies for me. It's if you're making a remix, remixes are easier because you have a basis of a song already. Like a remix, the song is already, like if you're using a song with vocals, then like the song's going to be in a certain key already. So if it's in like A minor or something, you have A minor. So you're making the song in A minor, and a song, when you're remixing a song, it's going to already have a lot of the elements already there. It'll already have chords, like, so then I usually start with the chords. I'll Google them. There's lots of websites you can like figure out the chords of a song. So then I'll like try to find usually an a cappella, which is like a vocal only version of that song.
Right.
So I'll have the vocals of the song I want to remix, and then you look up the key and the chords. So then you play in the chords on the piano, and then you kind of just once you have the vocal and the chords, you can start building from there, basically.
Okay.
So that's remixing. And then making an original song is, I do it a lot of ways. I mean, sometimes, I'll just be going through my random like sample packs and sound banks, and I'll hear a little vocal that I like a sound, and I'm like, oh, that would sound cool before a drop. So, I'll like kind of take that vocal, and then sometimes that vocal will like inspire me to, you make a little drum fill or something, and then you're like, okay, like this is sounding cool, and then like what would the drop sound like? And then you just kind of I usually start with, it depends on the genre, but sometimes I start with a drum beat. I'll lay out a drum beat first, and I'm like, okay, like these drums sound cool, and then you add a bass line, and then you add the chords, and then you add the top line, like melody on the top or something. So, but sometimes if it's like pop music or like certain other genres, I'll start with chords first. I'll like have a set of chords that I like, and then once you have your chord progression, you can again build off there. You can build your bass line, build the drums, build everything else, and so that's kind of how music works.
Nice. Have you ever been like midway through creating a song and just decided you thought of something better, so you just scrapped the entire thing?
I have about probably like 40 different scrapped ideas, where I'm like, this sounds good, and then you're like, nope, don't like it at all. Start something else, forget about the last one. But I always keep the old projects, because sometimes you go back to them and you take things that you did like out of them, that you think would work in something else that you made. So I go through them a lot, but there's always like hundreds of scrapped projects. I need to start finishing stuff.
So then, like, how long does it take you to do like one song? Is it like a week kind of project, or is it like...
It depends on how much time I would get to work on it.
So I guess comparing like a remix to an original.
A remix, sometimes I can, like, if I hear the original and I already have the idea, like, right away of what I want to do with it. Yeah. Like my last two that I made them in like 2 days. Like, it's like a day or two kind of thing. You can get it all out, get it quick. But an original usually takes me from the time of starting it to the millions of revisions that I'll do before it's finished. Like 2 months probably, maybe. Or
okay, that's not bad at all.
If you're looking for a vocalist though and stuff like that, then it takes even longer. And then, I mean, I've got some songs right now that are done, but I'm still waiting for vocals for them.
Okay.
So I mean, certain things will take months to, and then if you want to get it to release on a label, then you have to wait for contracts and everything, and then songs can take up to a year or more to release sometimes. By the time you finish it to the time people hear it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. If you go through labels and contracts and stuff, that's how long it takes.
Is that something you're pursuing, or are you just kind of right now trying to build like yourself as a brand?
I don't know what I want to do with my brand yet. So that's exactly why I haven't, like, I don't really, I haven't been trying for labels or anything because, again, I don't know. I like every kind of music. As I said, I like metal. I even like country. I like electronic music, all different genres of it, and I like every kind of music. So when I'm making music, it's like I don't really have a brand yet because I don't know.
You don't know like what genre
one
you want
specific subgenre I want to go for. I just make whatever I feel like making.
Is it better to be a specific in a certain subgenre, or are you?
You need to find, and it's such a competitive business right now. It's like everybody and their dog wants to be a DJ right now or a producer, so they're all
right.
So many people are trying to start making music, which I love. It's awesome. I love that. It's
great, yeah.
But it's that much harder to actually make it now because it's oversaturated. There's so many people doing it.
Right.
So you need to kind of carve your own little niche in an oversaturated market to stand out, to get noticed, to go anywhere.
Okay.
So you have to think of something new, basically, or be creative, or find your own little niche in something that's already there. So I don't know how to do that yet. I'm still thinking of how to go about that. So I'm just making whatever I feel like making right now.
That's cool. I mean, maybe it'll just come to you, man. Like by practicing, creating songs, maybe you'll just start leaning towards kind of like a subgenre more. And then
I kind of am. Yeah, I'm already starting to. That I find I'm just better at making certain things than other things.
So like, which subgenre do you think you're leaning towards right now?
I like making melodic music.
Melodic, okay.
Like future bass, kind of like Millennium kind of stuff.
Nice.
I like that kind of stuff. But I also like heavy stuff too. I'm not that great at making heavy stuff yet. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. As I said, I like a lot of real music that's not just electronic. So I might try to combine certain elements from metal into electronic, or I don't know. I'm gonna try and come up with something.
I mean, you might as well, right? I think you can
experimenting.
Make it happen. Yeah, I mean, the worst that's gonna happen is you're gonna try it and be like, you know what, this isn't working the way I want, and you'll just go do something else, right?
Yeah.
So your DJ name, for the people who don't know, his DJ name is Low. So how did you come up with that one? Just because like your two names kind of put together? Or?
Yeah, it was literally just Brody Low. That was like Low.
Boom.
Name. Actually, it was originally DJ Low in the beginning.
Okay.
And then it was and then I dropped the DJ from it and had it a 3 in there, and it was B3 Low. But then people were like, they didn't get it that it was a backwards E.
Oh, okay.
So that some people would be like, oh, it's B3 Low. I'm like, it's B Low. And then so eventually I was like, hey, I'm flipping the E around.
Yeah.
So now it just reads as it should.
Okay.
So, and it was kind of, I did that change when I started producing.
Okay, yeah.
I wanted there to be some change indication that it was like, I'm not just DJing anymore.
No, you're taking things a little more serious by like getting into the producing and everything like that.
I really wish I would have started, in 2012 when I actually did. I did start producing right when I was DJing. But I just made like rap beats and stuff like that. And they were terrible. I'll be honest, awful. And I got discouraged and was like, this is too hard. I'm just gonna DJ instead. I mean, I wish I would have stuck with it.
I mean, it's like, it all depends where we're at in kind of like our stage in life. Because there's times, definitely as like a high school kid, I remember like trying something, it got a little tough, and I was like, you know what, I'll come back to it. But you realize like, as you get older, I guess we're just young adults, but you're like, fuck, I should have been doing this all along. Like, I could have been so much further ahead in this specific area. Yeah, it's super inspiring to see my friends that are, like, doing so good. Yeah. With that, that's kind of, like, they're blowing up. Like, Caroline, my one friend, she's, like, touring the world. And oh, wow. Yeah, Whipped Cream. She's, okay, she's like, world famous now, touring everywhere. That's awesome. She started at the same time as me. And I kind of, like, taught her some things, basically, in the very, very beginnings, and it's just, like, crazy to see her doing so well now, and, like, my other friends, too. And that's what inspired me to finally be like, you know what, it's never going to happen to you unless you start. Well, that's just it, right? Like, if you don't start, you can never get the ball rolling. You can't, you're not going to get anywhere. Getting over that first bit when you really, really suck. Well, for sure. Start making something that sounds okay, and then you're like, okay, now I've got a little bit of confidence, and go from there. It's like talking on the microphones. You talk. I used to get nervous when I did my old podcast, and I would like my laugh would I'd listen back and my laugh wouldn't sound the same, or like everything would just be like, it almost sounded like I'm just scripted even though I wasn't. And then as time went on, I'm just more comfortable around them, and now it's just like it's just like another thing, you know. I'm able to do it. I feel confident and stuff like that.
That's one thing that I will say. Always like. Thing I don't like about DJing, talking on the mic. I am so shy. I hate it. I will avoid it at all costs. When I was drunk. I loved yelling in the mic.
Absolutely.
But sober me is shy and doesn't like talking in the mic at all. I only do it if it's like someone's birthday and I have to.
Is it like, why don't you like talking in the mic? Is it just because like your shy personality, or like,
I'm actually just really shy.
Fair enough.
I'm like a extroverted introvert. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I like being around people and stuff, but I also just like being by myself and just with me. I don't like being in front of people. Like, I never have my whole life. I've never done that. I like locking myself in a room and just kind of making music.
That's fair. I mean, like, some people are more productive when they're by themselves, right? Or some people just feel better, or like they're just not as super social.
But DJing has definitely helped get out of my bubble. I'm definitely nowhere near as shy as I used to be.
That's awesome.
But, yeah. I mean, sometimes I like talking on the mic. I guess it just varies, but for the most part, generally shy.
Generally shy. So, like, throughout DJing, you've probably seen some pretty crazy things from the booth?
Oh. Yeah. You name it. I have seen it. I have seen
so, like,
some...
give us a couple things.
Okay, well, this wasn't in the club. This was at a rave.
Okay.
But I saw a girl give a guy a blowjob on the middle of the dance floor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just pulled down his pants and started going at him right in the middle of the dance floor. Just no shame.
No shame. Wow.
No, I even cut the music and was like, oh, look at that. Or something like that. Yeah,
oh, my gosh.
I was just like, or I yelled at it. I don't know. I was drunk. But it was something like that.
That's something. Yep. I mean, I honestly never even, without even,
that
didn't even cross my mind, right?
Happened, but it did. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, I've seen... At the club, you just see typical club things. You see fights and...
Fights, yeah.
Lots. And then, like, you know... I mean, the things that I get asked for, the most common one is song requests. People will be like, oh, can you play this? Or can you play that? And I try to always do that.
Oh, yeah?
But,
okay.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it. So it's...
Nice.
I'm kind of there to make the people happy and make them stay there. So.
Right, so make them spend more money and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
And if they pay me, I'll play anything. But,
that's fair.
Yeah, I usually try to take requests, but I mean, it's annoying when people don't stop, or when they be like, play it again. It's like, I already did.
I just played it, yeah.
I just did for you. I missed it. Well, I'm not going to do it again. Sorry. And then they just like, or when people like, I don't know, are always like, can I touch this? Can I touch your stuff? Can I talk in the mic? I'm just like, no, like go away.
It's already hard enough that people come in the booth.
Yeah.
Let alone like
there's no space.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
It's a pretty small little area for yourself.
Yeah.
So like with song requests, have you ever had like a song request for a song you didn't have, or do you more or less have?
I have so much music, like probably 20,000 something songs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a lot. But yeah, no, I don't have them sometimes, so I just download them on the fly while I'm there.
Really? That's
yeah,
awesome.
I can do that. I can just download them while I go, and then.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I just download them on the go usually.
So for requests, is it usually like top 40 kind of thing?
Sometimes people's requests that I know, if it's the complete wrong time for it, I won't do it. And sometimes I play their requests, and this is actually most of the time. If I play someone's request and it's that one person will want the song, but usually if it's a request and I don't know the song, like it's not a popular one, it'll just clear the dance floor.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, thank you, person. Thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you.
I played your song for you, and you made everyone leave. So, like, that's sometimes why I don't.
Okay, that's fair.
Or if it's a time when I'm playing really fast, like high energy music, and they want like a super slow sad song. I'm like, no. I can't.
We're not here to cry. We are here to party.
Yeah, so there's that aspect of DJing too, where you have to learn how to read a crowd.
Okay, so like generally when you're reading a crowd, how do you know when to like bump up the hype music? Like I guess the beats per minute. Yeah.
I start off usually slow and I bring it up gradually throughout the night.
Okay.
Like by 1 o'clock, sort of the last hour is sort of our when I could see. That's when, you know, people are the most into it, the club's the most full,
Yeah.
people are the most drunk. But and you can kind of gauge. You go up and down throughout the night. Like when I see people starting to get tired and like not jumping and being as crazy, that's when I'll bring it back down a bit and I'll play some slow stuff. And then like, you know, when you can tell on their reaction, like off every song that I play, I'll go and look up and like kind of see how people judge to it, and then like based off how the people react is how I choose the next one, kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's that combined with the BPM kind of. I try not to go too crazy, and then also just trying to make them flow together. Like there's a lot of aspects to DJing that people don't
realize.
see. Yeah, they just think we stand up there and press play.
Literally, I mean,
but there's
like,
a lot that we have to.
Jordan, when he was in town, he tried to show me how it worked, and it's very difficult to, like, I guess, blend the song really well together. Like,
yeah, that takes the longest.
Yeah, like, it's not easy, and especially, like, you have to find a song that's matching the beats per minute, and then you gotta find, like, the right time to put it in. Like, when you put a song in, you sometimes kind of jump all over the place, don't you? Like, like the drop, or like just before the drop, and stuff like that.
I jump all over, and sometimes I'll just have one looping.
Yeah.
So it's on a continual loop, and then I just bring it in kind of slowly, and like there's all different ways to do a transition, which is where you switch from song to song. And
do you have like a favorite type of transition? Like,
I don't know really. No, I like doing what's called like a fake drop, where like a song will be doing like a big build up, and then you play the next song, kind of quietly, like turned down, while the first one's building up. So then they're building up together, and then they would drop at the same time, but then you switch them right at the drop, and then it's, you know, everyone's always like, what? And it catches them off guard, and I like doing that.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think I've a couple times that I've actually gone downtown. I've seen you do. I heard you do that.
I do that.
I love it. Like it's just like. Especially like in the heat of the moment, you're literally like, wait, what? And then, but it's always a song you love, and then you're like, okay,
cool. Like, and I like trolling them, just catching them completely off guard and playing something stupid,
something just like ridiculous.
I do that sometimes too. Got to keep people on their toes and not bored.
Of course, right? Like, I mean, if they expect you to do the drop every time, I mean, they're just gonna be like, I don't know. I mean, they may get bored, they may just be excited about the drop, but
I don't know how they don't get bored of the same songs all the time.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest,
some of them I do vary it up a lot, but there's definitely some that I've played literally almost every single night.
I mean, that for me, like I'm obsessed with the new Post Malone album. So like,
same, I love it.
Like I can't like stop playing the whole album. I'm just like, so I just haven't gotten bored. So I mean, I think it depends on the song for sure.
I'm remixing Better Now right now.
Oh, that's gonna be so good, dude. Yeah.
I'm turning it into like a trap banger.
Ooh, I can't wait actually. Do you have is that like your favorite song from the album? Or?
Yeah, I like Over Now and Better Now. But
okay.
Better Now is so catchy.
It's
just so catchy.
His vocal range just blows my mind.
I know.
Like
crazy. I like Post Malone a lot.
Yeah,
favorite hip hop guy, I guess you'd call it. Him and Kendrick Lamar I like too, but Post Malone's better.
Post Malone, yeah. Yeah, he was definitely like my biggest shock for who I liked a lot. So that's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it as much as I am.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I think my girlfriend's getting tired of me playing it in the car. But like that's all I play. I was like, I occasionally play like before I seen Deadpool 2, I was playing that soundtrack to that, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then as soon as I seen the movie, I was like, back to Post Malone, let's go. They
put Bangarang in Deadpool.
I know. I was like, what?
I watched it. That was a great movie.
Great movie, dude. Like. I enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed the first, so I'm very happy with how I saw it. But, so then, when you remix songs, do you like doing, like, trap music? Oh, I already talked to you about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, genres. I do lots of genres.
Lots of genres, yeah. I just wanted to thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you coming on, and, like, I'm glad you're able to make out.
Yeah.
So if, like, the people wanted to know where to find your stuff, where would that be?
I post a lot of stuff on SoundCloud. That's probably my main. I've got 2 SoundClouds, a Facebook page, an Instagram page, all sorts of socials.
And it's all under Below?
Yeah. And I'll probably just give you some links. You can.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll throw them in. All like his 2 songs. What are the 2 songs you have released right now?
I have a few released. One's an original one called Snap, and it's about Snapchat. Nice. It's got a vocal that says, do it like you're doing it for Snapchat. It's like a G house kind of, it's EDM. It's like a dancey sort of type song, and then I just have a couple remixes that I've uploaded. The one G-Eazy and Halsey one.
With
I love that song.
Yeah, that's a great song.
And then, I've got a lot of stuff unreleased that I haven't uploaded yet, but I'm just waiting to upload.
You're waiting for the right time?
Yeah, I've uploaded lots of edits, like the edits that I play out at level 2. I have those links to those, and like, you can download all that stuff. But yeah, as far as the original music, it's coming. It's coming. Gotta wait.
Well,
so not a lot of original stuff.
I'll make sure there's a link in the description, and so people can come check you out. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Check out the other videos, and thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.